Engine. Powering up. Welcome aboard, Captain. V-speeds calculated. All systems are go for takeoff.
What is up, YouTube? This is Leviathan Kraken. We have 2 new submarines to check out, and the modder Bulbasaur 66 is taking things to the next level. We now have a hybrid submersible that can fly. This opens up a whole new world of possibilities that we will be getting into. Plus, we have a ton of mods that have been updated and brought over to 2.0 from the older Legacy mode. Most of them we have the modder Cookie or Medic Cookie to thank. He's been working very hard to bring these mods up to speed, and so let's get started. The first mod that we have here is called Minecraft Fish. Now, I'm not exactly sure why you would want this in your game, but it does add 2,700 different species of fish, just like in the Minecraft world. And it also, they are planning to add axolotls, guardians, which I think would be super cool to see those things swimming around, and they plan on adding the dolphins from Minecraft. So what would be really neat is if we had a variant of them that had a bit more pixels, so they could look a little bit more realistic. But hey, I think it's actually kind of hilarious that we have Subnautica mods for Minecraft, and now we have Minecraft mods for Subnautica. Definitely adds a lot more life to your background as long as you don't pay too much attention to the pixels. Then you won't notice them, but you'll definitely see a lot more life in the water. You know, it adds a lot more variety. Now, you can catch these things, and I believe you can put them in your tank. Let me grab that. Now, can I eat this thing? Let's see. I don't think I can put this in my hotbar. Let's make a base, and let's see if we can put them in our alien containment. Nice. Let's watch you from out here. Alright, well, we have us a nice Subnautica Minecraft hybrid tank. So I'm not exactly sure I would add this to my playthrough, but as I said before, it does add a lot of variety and a lot of extra fish to have swimming around in the background. If that's something you want, then Minecraft Fish has been updated and brought over to 2.0, and they definitely plan to add more to it. Yeah, it's a shame that I can't put these in my hotbar, because I would really like for them to be a food source, because I think that would be useful for the mod to have, you know, just more extra fish that you can eat. Hey Mars, what do you think, in your opinion, that these fish would taste like? I mean, the pixels and all.
Bull crap.
You know, for once, I agree with you. This mod, called the Deep Engine MK1, is incredibly fascinating. So check this out. We have an engine that produces power from the water pressure. Yes, the depth of the water can use the pressure. It can transform that into electricity or power in general. And what's interesting to me is I actually Googled this to see if it was a real thing. It's called, I believe I'm pronouncing this correctly, piezoelectricity. Piezoelectricity, it says it's the electric charge that accumulates in certain solid materials in response to mechanical stress. The word piezoelectricity means electricity resulting from pressure. So it's really interesting how it's got like a piston that the pressure pushes it down, and it's sort of like a regular engine where it has its own compression that pushes it back up. So really, really fascinating. So the thing is we are only 30 meters deep. Of course, I'm in creative mode, but the deeper that you would be, see, it even shows right here how many meters. So it's going to generate more power depending on how deep you are. So this, of course, is another mod that has been brought over to 2.0 from Legacy mode, and I think that this is an excellent source of power, especially when you're building those bases in the Lost River or anywhere really, really deep. If you want to have one of those super deep void bases, kind of like how some of the other YouTubers have done, I think that would be an excellent source of power right there, because you're definitely not going to get any kind of light or thermal generation. So this is an excellent alternative source of power for your deeper bases.
Are you tired of the same boring look of your prawn suit? Is your Seamoth just not looking cool enough? Does that Cyclops need a tune-up? Well then check this out. With the Rainbow Vehicles mod, you can have a different color every second. It'll even run better. So maybe it won't, but it'll still look cool.
Yes, with the Rainbow Vehicles mod, I think this is just so cool. They just constantly change color. I mean, it is just mesmerizing. I could just sit here and watch this for days. Now, it would be nice if this mod were compatible with the modded vehicles. Unfortunately, they are not. They only work with the prawn suit, Seamoth, and the Cyclops. But I did get a response from the modder, Brad. He said he likes the idea. He said it could be tough to get it figured out. He said I would probably have to manually add support for a mod that adds custom vehicles, and it would help if the custom vehicle already had the ability to change colors. So he's not really sure if he could do that. He'd have to look into it, is what he's saying. But if the modders of the custom vehicles could add that support into their mods, I think that would be a great collaboration, because I would love for this to work with the other modded vehicles as well. But in the meantime, enjoy this. It kind of makes it easier to find your vehicle, because usually I leave the lights on my vehicle so that way it's easier to find out. That way it's easier to find, because when you're exiting wreckage, sometimes I can get a little bit disoriented and I have a hard time finding my vehicle. But if you look around and you see something just changing colors like that, I think that that definitely makes it a little bit more noticeable, if you know what I mean. The Phantom Submersible. Now this is kind of sort of looks almost like an aircraft, but it's not. This one has a docking port for your prawn suit, so I think that is amazing in itself. Instead of the loading bay, kind of like the Seal Sub has, this will have, you know, I kind of wonder if that will work on the, I can't help but wonder if that'll work on the Seamoth. No. Okay, so that only works on the prawn suit. I would really like to see this work with the Seamoth as well. I think that that would be a great addition. But let's check this out. Let's go over here and see if this automatically docks. Whoa, whoa!
All systems online.
Oh dear Lord.
Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online.
Okay, you get your point. It's weird because I have my voice volume down low and yet it's still extremely loud. That was loud. Okay, so okay, you can enter the docked vehicle from here. So we open this door, we go straight into it. That's really cool. We've got, okay, this is where the vehicle batteries are. It takes 6. We've got some pipes. They don't really have any textures to them yet. Does that do anything? Nope. We have a bed here. Now this one actually has been updated. This is a test update on the Subnautica modding Discord that adds a bed here. It's not working when I click on it, but okay. But it's probably because I'm in creative mode. Okay, we have access to our upgrades here. Fabricator, this is where you exit. Okay, wow, this thing has a lot of storage. Nice. I really like how spacious this is. This is going for like an updated sea truck kind of style, because you can drag your prawn suit with you. You have your bed, plenty of storage. Oh, and we even have a map. Whoa. Yeah, this hologram is really cool. I love this. Let's test this out. Ooh, that chair even looks really comfortable. All right, how fast are you going to be? Okay, we have so many Minecraft fish added to the game. I'm hitting fish left and right. Okay, it's a little bit slow. Navigation is a little, yeah, it takes, I have to pick up my mouse in order to turn around, but that's to be expected with it being such a larger, long vehicle. Yeah, it is slow, but I can see this thing being a tank. I'm sure it can probably take a lot of damage. Oh, okay. They still need to fix the voice issue on that. It's a little bit too loud, but look at this chair. Look at That looks really good. Overall, I could see this being a very useful vehicle, especially for going to the Lost River. You've got your prawn suit to go in and out of. 900 meters being the default pressure limit. I think that's really good for going far down deep. You might not be able to instantly go down to the lava zone. I really love the design though. I really do. I think it's really cool. It's definitely not a vehicle that you would want to take into very tight caverns, because kind of similar to the Sea Truck and Below Zero, it is very long, especially if you're taking the prawn suit with you. So just make sure that wherever you go, you don't get stuck. But yeah, you know, and one thing I love is that they are still rolling out updates for this. They're still looking for ways to improve. I think it's a shame. Yeah, as I mentioned, it's a shame that the modded vehicles cannot change color. But dragging a color-changing prawn suit, now that's something you don't see that every day, do you? And finally, we have the Wraith. This is a cute little Seamoth-sized vehicle that actually does have wings that can fly. So let's get inside here.
Welcome aboard, Captain. Release speeds calculated.
Oh.
All systems are go for takeoff.
Oh, interesting.
Critical error detected. Running diagnostics.
Critical error? Okay, I don't know what kind of error that was, but now this thing can actually fly. Let's see. Are we going off?
Running diagnostics.
We're supposed to press F. And then that activates it, which... Yeah, there we go. Which I don't know exactly why that's necessary.
Attention. Leviathan class life form detected nearby.
Oh.
Extreme caution advised.
Such a cute voice. And you can actually go super fast when you go into the water. Look at this.
Critical error detected. Running diagnostics.
Look at how fast I'm moving. Can you... Like, dang, we are moving so fast. Ecological... Wow. So, there's a couple of things that I want to say about this mod. There were some people that were criticizing it a bit, saying, well, we have this small map. What exactly do you need to fly for? So this will basically make it so that way flight between one island to the next, or even if you want to land on top of the Aurora, would make it very easy. Now, I think what would be really neat is if there was a landing strip that could be created with the habitat builder. I think that having a landing strip added to the island, or even using the terrain editor to add that onto there, would be interesting. Or maybe even a floating platform landing strip. I think that would be a good idea for anyone that wants to, any modder that wants to add that in. Now, with this being able to fly so high up in the air, I think that this opens up a world of possibilities. And I'm going to explain what I mean here. Let's land up here just to kind of, let's see if we can do a gentle landing. Oh, well, okay. That wasn't very gentle. Okay.
Powering down.
Well, it's a shame I can't pick you up. But anyways, this does open up a whole new world of possibilities. And what I mean by that is we do have a terrain editor mod, a terrain builder. Now, what would be really cool is if we started seeing a lot of you modders or amateur modders that would like to use the terrain editor to build some floating islands. And they don't exactly have to be floating, but there could be pillars underneath them to show that they logically support the weight. But if there were islands that stretched up really high, like say for example, kind of like miniature mountains that stretched up way up in the air, that you could land your Wraith on top of, and then if modders went in and added more to the top to, you know, basically just stretch out what we have in the game. So say for example, you have your resources that you go underwater and you get. Wouldn't it be cool if there was more land that was super high up in the air that you could have to land on top of, that you needed the Wraith in order to reach, because otherwise you wouldn't be able to get up that high. And the Wraith could be craft that you need to get up there to reach the resources that you couldn't get from down there. So, I mean, this is just me making random suggestions here, but for you modders out there, I think that this would be a great way to incorporate... Oh, I can't even get it back up here. It would be a great way to incorporate the Wraith and make it actually required. I am scared of heights. Oh, God, we went straight to the floor. Oh, whew. Yeah, that would have killed me. But all flight aside, this is a very fast vehicle. Even if you don't plan on using this to fly in the air, look at how fast this thing is moving. Like, whoa. Even if you don't fly, when you land in the water, whoa. Okay, let me dodge that. Wow. This is so fun. I mean, it definitely makes getting around the map so easy. So I would definitely recommend this to replace the Seamoth, regardless of what, you know, of whether you appreciate the flight aspect of it or not. And these were 5 recent mods. Some of them already existed, but were simply brought over to 2.0 and enhanced. Let me know what you think in the comments. Do you like these mods? Do you plan to use flight in a playthrough? Also, if you have not seen my channel update/art giveaway video, please check that out for a chance to win an awesome Reaper steampunk necklace. Peace out, guys.